Well, I can start with a few questions, I guess. I just had a few quick questions written down. So
Uh-huh.
first, I want to ask a bit about build. So normally right now I go Hydra every game. I feel like Hydra is the only first item we can go. And then I
Correct.
go Trinity, Hullbreaker, into usually DD or Maul, and then end off with like Trojan. But I see you like a build in the guide you talk about, like Trinity, sorry, not Trinity.
I go
Hydra
Hydra,
into
Shojin.
Shojin into BT. Why is that
I
build good?
don't
Why do you like that build?
I don't really go BT anymore, to be honest. I think I
Oh, you
scammed
don't go
everyone
BT
in the
anymore?
guide.
Yeah, why was BT ever good? I just don't get it. I
I
mean,
don't
it gives a
know.
lot of AD, which is
It
good for
just gives you a
passive, but
lot of AD, which scales with your passive well, and the
yeah.
lifesteal is nice. It's like a really nice kill people in side lane build. Just makes you really
Okay.
strong on
Yeah.
1v1s. But at the moment,
Yeah.
I run Hydra, Shojin in the DD pretty much every game if I'm against any sort of strong AD champs. And if I'm
And then Maul if
against
you're against AP, I guess.
Yeah, Maw. I like to go Maw second if I'm against double AP solo laners because then it makes you
Yeah,
really
for
strong
sure.
in the split push. You just go Hydra into Maw,
Mhm.
and you're really strong at two items. You can pretty much
Yeah.
1v1 anyone inside. But
Why do you
yeah,
think Trojan is better than Trinity? Is it
just
just for the
because of the
1v1?
damage amp on your true
Mm-hmm.
damage, and
Yeah.
also I like the extra health, and I like the extra
Yeah,
C
that's fair.
like CDR. It's all nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just personal
Yeah,
preference
I like this
though.
split push a lot, so I guess like go Trinity more,
That
which
makes
is probably better
sense.
for towers, yeah.
And
And it doesn't make that much of a difference, I feel like.
if you like the
Yeah.
attack speed of Trinity and you're really used to it, then it might be hard to switch to
Mm.
something like Shojin. But
Okay, I see. That makes
yeah,
sense.
both can work. People do both.
Those can work? Okay, sure.
I
I'll
like
take those.
Shojin. I don't know about Hullbreaker third every single game, but I guess if you're always split pushing, it works. It's
Mhm.
just right now, especially with all the objectives on the map, like I often find myself team fighting more than I would like to, and so
I see. So
Hullbreaker
I
is
guess I could go like because Trinity works for fighting too, I guess.
yeah,
So Hydra, Trinity, into Trojan doesn't sound too bad. All
yep.
right.
You might enjoy Shojin more than Trinity though. Have you ever tried it?
Not really. I usually go last item. I just thought Trinity was a default because it recommended to me, so I'll only win it. But I'll try it now.
Gotcha. No, I would give Shojin a try. You might enjoy the extra damage as well as
Okay.
the extra tankiness you get from it and the CDR. It's
Sure.
all pretty nice. You lose
Okay.
attack
I
speed
don't.
and you like gain everything else.
Uh-huh. What's your boost choice? For me, I've just been going Swifties whenever I can, especially when I get the feats. It feels
Yep.
really nice to get
I
the
pretty
upgraded
much
boots.
go Swifties every game as well.
Swifties every game. Okay, interesting.
One thing I noticed, do you finish your boots early on?
I finish it after first item, never
Yeah.
before, I think.
So that's one
Yeah.
thing I wouldn't do. On
Oh,
Fiora,
really?
you don't really need boots that much. I don't finish my boots until after third item usually.
Oh, interesting. I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say before first item. Okay, so you
No,
don't do it after third item.
yeah, I
Yeah.
learned that from
Okay.
Potent a long time ago.
Is that
Like I
what?
was
Yes.
watching
Interesting.
him, and he
Okay.
doesn't build like finish his boots in
Huh.
most matchups until after his third item is complete,
Interesting.
like
Do you
level
ever go
16, level
Steroids or
17.
like Mercs at all or nah? I guess Steroids
Uh,
into like full AD team is fine, but otherwise I don't really go
I
it.
mean, Sterix maybe against some like Garen, but for the
Yeah.
most part, I wouldn't. No, I would just go
Okay.
Ravenous Shojin slash Trinity into
Yeah.
like hybrid item like DD or Maw or
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Hullbreaker if you're really stomping the split push and want to split. But
Yeah.
yeah, against AP champs, I really, if you're ever against double AP solo laners, I really would recommend trying Ravenous into Maw into Hullbreaker.
Yeah. I've
It
done
makes
that.
you really strong in the side lane. Super fun to play.
Yeah. And wait, you still get the 0 boots, right? You just don't finish it. You still get the basic boots, I assume, for the
Yeah, I just sit on the
yeah.
300 gold boots.
Cool. 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 All right.
Yep.
Cool. And then next, I want to ask about runes. So I've been really liking PTA. Because I only ran Conk before you told me about it,
Uh huh.
or before I saw the guide.
PTA is really
But
nice. Yeah,
PTA you can also just filter by Fiora if you want to only see the Fiora games.
good call.
Um, yeah.
Yeah,
So I've been
so
pretty much only running PTA except Conk until like really tanks like that silent game.
I was gonna say like
Because
when I saw you played against a Cassante in here one time.
yeah,
Cassante is a
that's
champ
one of the
that
replays I wanted to go over.
I
Conk
like
is way better.
conquer into Cassante.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, maybe that's why I was losing so many 1v1s.
Honestly, dude,
Um,
Cassante is just really hard to play against 1v1. I struggle in
oh,
that
you
lane
think so?
too.
Okay.
I think it's
Yeah,
one
I
of
just like I solo
Fiora's.
killed him early and I just couldn't fucking win the 1v1. I
Yeah,
was just like, what the fuck's going on?
dude, it's one of the like harder lanes
Matchups
for
to 1v1.
Fiora, and you would think that it's easy, but it's just not.
Yeah, it
His Q
sounds easy, but I
autos
get
with Grasp just do so much fucking damage. He gets Bramble Vest, and then you just
yeah.
can't trade with him. It's
And like he CCs you for so long. It's like
mm-hmm.
he CCs into CC into CC so he can't really W in between.
Exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why I take Conquer in that matchup because I feel like you kind of have
Okay.
to do extended trades or else you just lose against
Yeah.
Kazanta.
Do you ever go grasp anymore or no?
Yes, I'll go Grasp against like sometimes I do it against like Gragas. I don't know, let's see. I'm
Okay,
pretty
that makes
sure I
sense.
took it recently.
I see. Do you go like the full poke build, like with Scorch
I
and
take
Mana Band,
Grasp
or
against Urgot sometimes. Pretty much any lane that I think is pretty hard. I like Grasp into,
okay?
like Renekton. I actually think Conquer is better into Renekton than Grasp. You kind of need to look for all
Hmm.
wins. But yeah, pretty much. I don't know. It kind of depends how I'm feeling. Gnar,
Okay,
Grasp is really good into. It kind of
interesting.
depends how I'm feeling, which sounds weird, but it's like if I want to just have a really easy, consistent laning phase, then I
You
will
go
just
grasp.
go Grasp, right? It's just
Okay,
like
that makes
really
sense.
easy to play. It's super safe. If I'm trying
Yeah.
to actually kill the enemy and play aggressive, then I go something like Conqueror or PTA.
Do you think grasp scales, or is it just purely laning and then it falls off later in the game? Is that how it works? Do you think?
I'd say the
Or
other ones scale better in terms of 1v1, but Grasp is
yeah.
nice against champs that you can really stack it on, right? Because then you'll get to
Okay.
mid game and you'll get an extra 400 health from Grasp
Yeah, that's
plus
nice.
Overgrowth, which is pretty sick, right?
Mhm.
That's 900 gold
Okay.
worth of stats.
Yeah.
So Grasp does scale pretty well on Fiora.
Okay.
I know, like, I was
And-
watching JJ King, he takes Grasp a lot at
Yeah,
the
I do
moment.
see that. The Chinese Fioras, I do love it.
Yeah.
Um, and for runes, for secondary, do you always go the blue one for the ult stuff, the axiom, whatever?
Um, no, I often go green in like bruiser matchups. I
Yeah.
go green. Like against Jax, I would take bone plating, for example,
Uh-huh. Yeah,
and
yeah.
revitalize just for the healing
You don't
stats.
take demolish ever, I assume,
No,
because you
no,
don't
no.
know split push. Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
I do split
Yeah,
push.
I've been
Like
used
you
to the.
have to split
I,
push on Fiora, right? You have to look for kills
yeah,
inside lane, but I don't know. I never really take demolish.
interesting. I just really like split pushing, so I always take demolish. But I guess that's just preference.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense if you're
Um,
going hull breaker a
yeah.
lot with demolish, so you can really one shot
Mhm.
towers and ignore people.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's all like questions about like runes and stuff. And one more question for summoners.
Hmm.
Do you take TP most of your games? I assume.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
only swap it out for like I'll take Ignite into matchups like Olaf or like
Hmm.
Warwick or Darius. Pretty much most
Yeah.
champs that bring a combat sum, I will also match that and bring a combat
Okay.
sum. Um,
Yeah, I feel like it's necessary against like Warwick.
yeah, or
Otherwise, you just
like
can't ever beat them.
Exhaust against Riven is really nice.
Yeah, I see Potent bring a lot of exhaust in his games, but I'm not
Yeah,
used to it, so I didn't
it's
really do it.
really
Okay.
strong. It's good against Kennen too. I like bringing Exhaust into Kennen when I come up in that
Okay.
matchup. Just makes your all in really strong with
Interesting.
PTA.
Yeah, Kennen feels pretty hard. The hardest matchup I felt is like Kennen, Quinn, um,
Yeah, Quinn is kind of hard. That's a tough one.
and Malphite's surprisingly a bit hard, but I'm pretty sure the winner is not that good.
Malphite,
Um,
really.
interesting. You like that matchup?
I mean, it's not bad. It's really hard to die to Malphite
Yeah, that's true.
in lane.
Once you get the healing, you don't really die. It's just
Yeah.
like even fun.
Especially if you were to go
Okay.
like Grasp with Second Wind and Doran's Shield. I don't know how often you go D Shield, but it's really good on Fiora. Like if you go D
What kind of
Shield
matchups are you going
Grasp
to?
into some hard matchups, you just have a lot of
Okay.
sustain with Second Wind and stuff. You can
Interesting.
scale up.
Yeah, I've only been going to into like Quinn and stuff like that, like Heimerdinger. I feel like Heimerdinger's a lane where I can never win it. I just kind of get pushed and
Yeah,
farm.
it's so
I
funny.
permaban it.
People say that you permaban Heimerdinger?
Yeah,
Nah, man,
because
you're wasting a ban. You're wasting a
I'm
ban.
wasting a ban.
Not enough people play Heimerdinger for that to be worth
That's
it.
fair. That's fair.
Ban something
Otherwise, I
like
ban like
Jace
Riven where it's set.
instead.
Oh, you ban Jace. Interesting. Yeah, I
Yeah,
hate Riven and set. I feel like those are like, really skill matchups that are not a favor for Fiora. I don't know what you think. Do you think Raven is good for
they're
Fiora
both
to
hard.
put in? They're
Riven
both hard,
is
yeah.
Fiora favored. If
Oh,
you
okay.
take PTA and Exhaust, you can zone her off the wave level 1 and play really aggressive.
Yeah,
But you
that's what
need
I
to
saw from
space really well. It's hard.
yeah. I watched like Potent against Aloys, and he
Hmm.
just fucking level 1 and
He
level 2, and
shits on him.
I yeah,
Like
it's kind of crazy.
even like I'm not that good. Not even close. Like that's something I practice still. Like I went against Viper. I did pretty well with it.
Hmm.
Like zoning them off.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
All right,
All right,
we're
we can go to the replays if you want.
yeah.
That's all my questions.
Sounds good, man.
Okay. As I
Yeah.
wrote a bit earlier, I think my level like early is I don't know, maybe you have a different opinion, but I feel like I usually do fine the first three levels. I get probably most of the time,
Hmm.
except against like set. push 3 waves, and then after that, if I like reset or base and come back level 4 to 6 or 6 to like 9, just feels a
Hmm.
bit off for me. I feel like I'm losing leads and not playing as much as I should be doing.
Gotcha.
So maybe that's something you can look at.
Okay.
So we'll see.
One question: do you ever think about putting on per side offset for your camera?
What does that mean?
Like when you hold spacebar, this looks disgusting. Like you're
I'm used to this. I tried the other one; it looks so ugly.
really like the per side offset will
Like
make it so
you
that you're
want it to
like
be like
you're like
more
up
towards the bottom
here,
left.
kind of. Yeah, like it shifts it
Yeah,
depending on
I
what side
hate
of the
that.
map you're on.
I
Really
tried on a new
interesting.
PC cafe. It was
Okay.
so ugly for me.
Okay.
But yeah,
Gotcha.
so, if it looks weird, I'm sorry. I
That
do hold my space for a lot.
No, it's all right.
So
Whatever's comfortable
yeah.
for you, bro. Do that. And
Mhm.
also, yeah, going back to the whole like runes discussion.
You want Conquer in this
Like
matchup most?
no, you can do whatever is best for you. Like
Okay.
Fiora's a champ who's really versatile with runes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same
Yeah,
as
this is
Garen.
good.
That's the other top laner I play, which is like you do Conk and
Face rush.
Phase Rush. Yeah, it's pretty versatile.
So something you could have done there. I don't know. I like that you used your Q to dodge his Q, but I think
Mm-hmm.
at the same time you could have just kept auto attacking and saved your Q to the next vital.
Okay,
But
interesting.
I don't know. It's both work, right? Like using your Q to
Yeah,
dodge
yeah.
his Q is good. I'm just happy you auto
Mhm.
queued. That's good.
Yeah,
Some
that's
people
one
just
thing I
like
picked up
Q.
from your video because auto queue is the most important part that I saw.
Yep. Auto queue
Yeah.
is a big thing. I might have to mute that just because I don't want to get copyright issues on YouTube.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Alright, this is chill.
The music's gone after like 6 minutes. So, like, there's some comms, but
Alright,
yeah,
we're
you can speed. Yeah. I take E level 2 sometimes, so I have like really good pride. I can like queue up them to get a really good
Yeah, I
PKA
mean
trade,
Q auto
but that'll
E
be most
is
of the
really
time.
strong.
Yeah.
Yep. I do that too. Though honestly I think okay. That's one little missed opportunity there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just a small thing, but I don't know. You're at an elo where small things matter,
Yeah.
and if you can maximize these, it's good. So when you're in a
Mm-hmm.
position like this, right, when you're level 3
Yep.
and you're about to crash the wave, why not just W here, right? Like parry
Mhm.
any damage that he's gonna put on you because he's level 2, you're level 3. You just have to kill 2 minions to crash the wave anyway, right?
I see.
So like if you just use your W, you can take a better trade there.
Would you
Um,
QW into auto E or what's the combo there?
I would Q auto. And as
Q auto
soon as he
W?
goes to auto me with his Q, I would like
Okay,
parry right here, and then
I see.
just hit him a bit as he walks away with the slow.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's just really minute thing, but
Yeah, yeah. No, that makes sense.
it is worth doing. Like whenever you have a big wave and you're pushing it in, don't be afraid to just use your parry to do a little damage to them and just dodge a really small amount, because they would be up
Okay.
by now anyway, right?
Yep. Would you let the wave crash back here or keep pushing it?
Um, I mean, this ended up being good. This was so risky of you to do. Like,
Yeah. I don't have a ward. I should have warded during the
well, I'm just
first crash.
saying, not for the ward, but queuing to this. If this Cassante is a better player, he will E to the left here, and
Oh,
you'll take a
okay.
really bad trade.
I see.
You're kind
I
of
see.
lucky this guy didn't have the
Yeah,
hands, because this could have turned out bad. Ends up going well for you though, somewhat.
that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, this is good. We get level 4. And keep trading. This is the part that sucks about Cassante is it's really hard to actually kill the guy. Like he
Hmm.
kind of just drain tanks. This dude hasn't even used his potion yet. But anyway, you were asking me if I would let the wave push in. No, I wouldn't.
Yep.
I
Okay.
I would want to get a crash off eventually in recall.
Yeah.
Because
That's a good.
Cassante versus Fiora is a matchup where, in my opinion, like if you were to let him push, that sucks, but it is what it is. If you were to let him push into you and build up like a decently stacked wave, it's really hard to kill him in it.
Yeah.
There we go, Vamp Scepter. Alright, so I would prefer that you go double longsword with the refill pot. It's a much better buy here.
Okay. I see.
Refill pot,
Do you always try to go refill pots?
yes.
Okay.
in like any champ I play. I think it's really strong for a good laning phase, right?
Yeah.
Because you're paying
It's
150
basically
gold.
two ruby crystals for per reset, I guess.
I mean, nah, not two, but yeah, it's like one and a third ruby crystals, right? So
Yeah.
you figure you're getting like 530 gold worth of stats
Mhm.
per reset, right? Which
Yeah.
is pretty big.
Yes.
For only 150 gold, it's really worth it, and it will allow you to make plays that you couldn't otherwise make.
Okay.
Damn, this guy's really testing his limit here.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing here.
All right, that's cool. We'll take that.
So I got an early lead, but
Uh huh.
didn't come very well.
So then here, I would uh, I would probably let this keep pushing into you. I think this is good.
Yeah.
What you do here is good. The only thing you have to think about is that grubs are up in 30 seconds.
Yeah. My jungle was yelling at me
Yeah.
because we try to play for grubs a lot.
Yeah. So like what you need to do here is get your level 6 and then look to like force a play on him.
Yeah, there like I Q towards him and he eat back and it's really
Mhm.
bad for me.
Yeah, so if he did that earlier, it gets hard. That's why like if we talk about that level 3 play you did over here, I really
Mhm.
don't like on Fiora when I watch people and when I
Q it.
do it myself when you like force Qs, right? Like that was a
Okay.
really forced Q. It's better to wait for them to
Yeah.
walk up to minions and use it as a threat. Like it's
I see.
not good to just walk like past their minion wave and look to Q a vital that's on the backside because it can go really bad for you if the guy has hands.
Mhm.
But yeah, here I would have trimmed this wave a little more.
Okay.
I think the best thing you could do here is like kill the cannon at least,
Oh, I see.
right? Kill the cannon and leave
Yeah.
the other minions will make this a lot easier to manage. Because what happens here is like you get your level 6, but this guy's wave is so big and he has Bramble Vest that it's really hard for you to actually take a good trade
Get
and all
prio.
in on him.
Yeah.
And then we
Okay.
waste our W and we kind of just have to let him crash this, which
Oh.
sucks. It's pretty bad for us to have hit 6 first and then end up in this position from it.
Okay.
So that's just a combination of like not oh here. I think you could have ulted him there, but I don't know, it's risky. Xante Champ is something. I think when he uses his W like this though, I think you can pop your ult here.
Okay.
Just to like damage him a
Get
bit.
a good trade and get
Yeah.
prio for grubs.
Exactly. I don't think you'll
Makes
kill
sense.
him. I think it's hard to. But you can ult just for damage.
Okay.
But yeah, your biggest mistake was just not trimming the wave quite enough and then trading with him when he had a fully stacked wave. So you either need to like fully let it push in and then bounce it, or trim it enough so that when you get your 6 and he's level 5, you can fight him.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a rough position to be in.
Yeah. No TP, I'm low HP.
Mm-hmm.
So I just tell him I can't go to grubs.
Yeah, you kind of just gotta tell Elise, like,
Yeah.
can't do grubs. So yeah, biggest
So he's
thing
on
here.
grubs, so I take our big reset here.
Yeah, reset isn't bad
Yeah.
here. I like it. Do you go team at? Yeah, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think I go Tiamat into most matchups, except the ones that I can really kill them, where they're really behind, so I try to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, team at into a champ like Asante is pretty good because it helps you when you're pushing into him.
mhm.
But yeah, so there, like, if we just look back, if we just pause this and think about it, or I'll just let it play.
Yep.
Is you either have to like commit to the grubs play and shove the wave out so that your jungler can get grubs, or you have to trim the wave properly.
Okay.
Does he just Q?
No, he dies.
Oh, nice. All right, cool. That's pretty good. Not great for your lane though. You lose a lot, but
Yeah.
at least Shaco died. It's not bad. Fast push. Looking for a proxy. Oh, this looks so
This was
dicey.
bad.
I was gonna say, does he not just ult you here? I think you're just dead, right? Probably flash Q. I don't know.
Yeah, if he flashes, I think I die there.
Yeah, so you really, I would not look for a proxy here.
I see.
I don't know, because
What are the conditions you look for when you proxy? Or do you proxy
I
a lot,
mean-
or not really?
What are you looking for with this proxy? Like, what's the point of it?
I just don't want to link him. I feel like I'm scared of fighting him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's valid. I think You need to have a bigger wave if you're gonna do that, or have it not be
That's
cannon. I don't know. It's hard.
yeah.
Xante's like decent at sticking to you.
But just a bad W for me. That way he gets a really good trade.
Yeah, the W is the worst part.
Yeah.
It's a combination of like the W and the second wave is arriving so soon.
Hmm.
Like if that minion wave is like here on the map instead, then this becomes a little easier.
Yeah. That's
And the only other thing is obviously you missed your Q at the start. Like you
yeah.
tried to Q off of him at a tower, but you missed that. That sucks.
Mhm.
As for proxying, I don't proxy that often. Honestly, it's
Okay.
probably something I could add to my kit to
Okay.
proxy more often, but I don't really think you need to in this position.
So you just go ward or jungle or whatever here, I guess.
Yeah, I would just go ward the river
Yeah.
and wait for
Okay.
him
That's
to
fair.
slowly push it out. Like
That makes
the
sense.
only time I really proxy is when I chunk my opponent out, but I can't dive them, and I just want to reset. Is usually when I
Okay.
proxy.
That makes sense.
Otherwise, I think like more often than not, I will just end up dying or like something like this will happen, right?
Hmm.
So I don't proxy that often. Plus, I
Sorry.
think most lanes Fiora can play to an extent where you don't really need the proxy.
Hmm.
But yeah, this sucks. This
Yeah.
is tough.
Tycho chased me here, so I had to take a really bad reset. Now I lose waves.
Yeah.
But
And that was the other thing I was going to mention is like we had no idea where Shaco was when we went for that.
that's fair.
And so if you go to the proxy, even if you get to it, Shaco's probably just going to come. And it's
Yeah.
going to be tough for him. Wow, it sucks that you still have a bounty here. So we crush a wave, look for a realm on Smolder. This is good. Oh my lord. Don't ult, that's good. Nice. Back to oh, this sucks. Alright, I want to watch this trading in. So again, this is like what I would call like kind of forcing it.
Okay. Yeah. If I don't hit the vital, it's just hard for me. And if I
Yeah.
feel like even if I W the Q3, he just W's it and then still CCs me.
Yep. So this is
Yeah.
like
So I just can't take the trade here, I guess.
the
Is the
number
conclusion.
one way that you're ever gonna lose a trade on Fiora is when you queue for a vital on the far side and you don't miss it. Or you don't hit it, I mean. Right? That
Yeah.
is like if I look at every bad trade I've ever taken playing Fiora, it's when you queue and you don't get the vital.
Mm.
Because then like it takes a while for your queue to come back up. They're just gonna keep walking away, kiting away from you, so you never get that vital and that heal and move speed, which is like so important for playing this champion.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean even if you parry this, which you should, you either gotta dodge
Yeah.
it or parry it. He'll probably just W through it, and you'll end up losing the trade anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, if you're gonna go for like a trade like this, you need to make sure you're right next to him when you queue, right? Like this is just
So
too
the
far
biggest thing is
away.
just queuing to the back of vitals and making sure to
Yep.
either guarantee hitting it or just don't take the trade.
Yeah, and this is what I call like forcing a
Yeah.
queue for a vital, right? When it's in like this
Mhm.
shitty spot, like you just you can be more patient with Fiora, right? Like you can take this initial trade, you know. I probably personally would have just like taken the minions and backed up because I know this guy's way stronger than me.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Kasante, I don't know. You have to think about him differently than other tanks. This guy is not a traditional tank where like Fiora shits out him. It's a hard lane until you get
I thought
Ravenous.
I would be winning because I was up gold here, and
Hmm.
I guess not. I just can't. It's just a hard
Yeah,
trade for me, I
no.
suppose.
Even if you hit that vital, it still would be hard unless you parry one of his abilities.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's just champion where it's countered by people not being good at him. That's it.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean Kasante is one of like the best laners in the game. That's why he's like picked so often in pro play. He just sucks
Yeah.
at carrying games. Alright, not bad. Okay, you
Oh,
could have parried that, and I think if
yeah.
oh shit goes through.
Should have.
Tough. Close. You almost got him there. What was your parry usage there?
I guess it's a lot of reaction. I guess I'm not really good at reaction speed yet. I'm like pairing a lot of CC abilities. I need to watch more for that.
Yeah, I mean that depends on your setup quite a bit as well. Like my parrying got a lot better when I bought a better keyboard.
Oh,
I don't know
interesting.
what kind of keyboard you're using, but I bought this like keyboard meant for FPS games and like fast reactions,
Oh,
and
interesting. That's interesting.
yeah, shit ran me like $200 though, but
Yeah,
worth every
it's an
penny,
expensive keyboard.
dude. I like
All
look
right.
forward to coding. It feels so nice to type on. Buy a good keyboard if you're in a computer major, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's
Yeah,
worth it.
I have a
But
Keychron. I don't know if you know what the company,
oh
but
what?
a Keychron. It's like a custom keyboard.
Huh? No, I've not heard
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
not like an FPS one. It's not like fast, which
Yeah.
is probably better for Fiora.
So here, when you like take control of the lane like this, you should definitely be dropping ward, especially because the next grubs are spawning right now, and
Okay.
your release is bot side. Like you kind of have to realize that you're weak side here.
Yeah.
Like even way back here when you teleport, you should be looking down here with your camera to
Hmm.
see. That's something I haven't seen you do much at all.
Yeah.
Is like look at what's happening in these skirmishes. It's something I do often. Is like you want to look to see if you can see their jungler. Like here, there's
I
so
see.
many people grouped up here that you can't really see from the icons alone. So just like
Hmm.
pan your camera and see if you spot Shaco. And if you don't,
Yep.
then you know that Shaco's definitely
Just
gonna be
outside.
top side. Because if he was bot side, he would be at this fight.
Yep. Okay. Fair.
So you know that he's top here. And yeah, because of that, you just can't trade like this. Especially when Cassante, like this should be setting off alarm bells in your head. If this
Mm.
guy at half HP, low mana, when your parry is
Yeah.
up, just walks at you and Q3s you like this. Like if Shaco's not here, you could just, and something I would have
Kill.
liked you to do here that you didn't. Let's assume we know Shaco's bot.
Hmm.
QW into this is really strong.
Oh, okay.
Like you could have reactionary because like this is really easy to react to, right?
Hmm. Yes.
That's definitely one thing that you need to improve is your reactions. I think we've been hit like 3 or 4 times by the
Yep.
Q3 at this point.
Hmm.
And even if he W's your W, right? You can use your
It's
Q to
still.
dodge his W after.
Oh, okay.
So it is
I
still
see.
worth it to W the Q3. Most of the time, they'll just W backwards if you W.
Okay.
But yeah, if we assume that Shaco's not here, like QW sliding into this is really good. You can just pop your ult after and you'd probably kill him.
Yeah. Honestly, if I W him, even if Shaco's here, maybe I could have still killed him. Not sure.
Yeah, or you probably could have
Yeah.
gone away as well.
Yeah.
Good
Just the
Rammus
Q
usage
reactions. Or
from
W
bot.
reactions here. Okay.
Yep. But yeah, the biggest
But.
thing is just that you didn't look bot. And especially if you're on call with your jungler, like when you know grubs
Hmm.
are coming up like this, you just need to play weak side
Yeah.
and play a little safer there. Anyway, we come back. Elisa's fighting Shaco. Yeah, lane is gonna be hard now when he has
Yeah.
Iceborne
I
like
just don't
this.
win trades anymore. It's kind of rough for me.
Yeah, so that's when rune selection comes in, right? Conquer would
Yeah.
let you win this guy in an all in at this point.
Oh, interesting.
But PTA is
Okay.
hard. PTA is a really early game rune in my opinion. And late
Mm.
game rune against squishy champs. But against a tank like Cassante, you're never gonna kill this guy with PTA. It's
I
really
see.
hard.
You think Conquer like scales way harder than PTA?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Conquer is just a better all in rune, right? Like if I'm playing
Yeah.
against a mage, then I'd much rather have PTA. Ooh, this is good. You kill me?
I forgot.
Oh, nah,
Nope.
that's so sad. Wait. Oh,
I get out. I think.
damn, that's crazy. Um,
I
okay.
guess I win with this Con.
I like the RW. That's really good. Yeah, with Conquer, he'd be dead by now. One thing I wish you would do a little more is space a bit harder. Like here, right? If we
Oh,
just really small mechanical thing, but like large at the same time, you need to be
yep.
patient sometimes with Fiora
Okay.
because your Q allows you to close so much distance. You can really like space it out. Like what the best thing to do here when you're both low like this is just wait for a second, just be patient, right? Like click at him
Yeah.
when he gets his Q3,
And like,
click at him and then just like click back, right?
mm,
Just like make him react. And if anything, you could even wait for your Ravenous to come back up and then
Okay.
just Ravenous Hydra this Vital, get the heal, and
Mm,
then use your Q to finish him off, right? You just have to be a
yeah,
little more patient here.
I see.
Fiora is really good at, like, against a champ like Cassante, she's really good at just being patient and, like, clicking back and forth, dodging his Qs, pretending to go out and then going back in. That's kind of how you need to play Fiora, and it's especially important in these, like, uh, frightening situations, I guess is what I call it, when you're both low.
Hmm.
So they're like, just click back a sec, heal up in your zone, and just wait. You know, just be patient here.
That makes
Your ult
sense.
is still ticking this whole time, so you could have just
Mhm.
chilled down here, let your ult tick for a while, walk up, click back, dodge his Q3. You know, walk up again, click back, he'll like W out of panic because the vital's on this side, and then you can kill him, right? And you make him look
Mhm.
stupid, and you look cool as
Yep.
fuck. So yeah, that's one thing to definitely keep in mind is like space more
Yeah.
as Fiora. It's hard,
That
but
makes sense.
you can definitely learn it over time.
Yeah, the biggest thing from watching like both Chinese and English like Fiora guides is spacing. They talk about it all the time.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I forget about when I'm like in fights actually. Oh shit. Okay.
oh shit.
Yeah, I don't think you just ran back here, but
Yeah, I didn't think that he stayed here either. That's just unfortunate, man. I don't know. That sucks. Cassante champ. I mean, you probably could have flashed away, but he might have had
uh
flash to follow you anyway.
but I think the bigger issue was just the first fight. I could have won that if I played it even slightly
Definitely.
better.
Yeah, definitely. Like, even if I go back and watch it again, like, from the start, right?
I
Like,
guess there I tried for like a
like
hard
there
Q,
is good.
as you
And
talked
yeah, this
about.
again, like, forcing the queue. Like, you can kind of play it a little slower. He really does a good job, though, predicting that you're going to go for this. Like, this is kind of more him making a good play than you making a bad one.
War catch QW here maybe.
That's hard
Oh, it's hard.
to react
Yeah,
to.
it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to do.
I mean, for the most part, you played this pretty well. Really nice wall queue. It's just this last part, you just got to be a little more patient.
Okay. Yeah.
I honestly can't believe his W is back up, though. That's some bullshit.
No,
Like,
that's why I queued in. I
yeah.
don't think a W was
Yeah,
bad. If I
that's
would have, I would have won.
yeah, that's some bullshit, dude. But that's just Cassante, champ. Yeah, this is a matchup where spacing is really important and patience.
Yeah.
Like going in, hitting the vital, and then clicking back, dodging his Qs, all that stuff is very, very big in this matchup.
Yeah, quick question. What do you think about the Voltaic build? I see it sometimes from like weird
Voltaic?
Fiora players.
I've never
Yeah,
tried it, to be honest.
interesting.
It sounds decent though. Lets you
Yeah.
hit your ult vitals really fast and does a lot of damage as well.
Hmm.
I'm sure there's some matchups that it would be really good in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really differ in my builds that much.
I think it went to Drake here, so I just got a lot of economy back, which is nice, but we
Yeah.
might have lost to Drake. I don't.
That's really good. Do you guys end up winning or losing this game?
Winning, but it was like 40 minutes, so we don't have to go through it all.
Yeah.
I just mainly it's just laning. But, yeah.
Perry? Nice. Nice. Yeah, all good. Really good.
Yep.
Yeah, like that's a great example of like, you know, just
Waiting.
classic spacing, right? Like just kiting backwards with your movement speed and Fiora's kit. Where a big bulky champ like Asante, if you get hit by everything, you're gonna lose. But if you kite back and forth properly, you're gonna win. But yeah, we could look at another game if you want. I don't know if you think it's
You
worth.
can just skip through like the empty parts and like go through the fights and stuff. Just keep yeah, skipping those 5 seconds. I feel like the fights are still valuable to look at throughout the like game.
All right, we're
Start to get a pick here. It's nice.
nice. Yeah, this is good. Team is still fighting. This looks so deep from your team. Doesn't look good. I would just leave at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Go back. Oh, UTP bot. Interesting. Yeah, I don't hate that. That's chill. Xante just
follows
matches. Here you should look to kill him.
I
See,
think
like,
I
this is what
tried and lost.
sucks about having PTA instead of Conquer.
I see. Okay.
Like, if he's gonna TP and match you in a lane where they don't have tower, right? They don't have bot tower, or do they? I can't see because this outplayed
That's
thing.
the fuck. Probably has it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have TP'd. If there was no
Oh
tower, I
yeah,
don't
the
think I would
tower's up.
TP.
All right, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then never mind. For some reason, I
If the
thought
tower's up, I don't
was
think I would TP. I just want to TP because I could like get the tower or there's top side, but he matches TP, which is nice by him.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
so then you just end up backing up. But yeah, like when he walks up like this, Cassante should lose this. You should be able to beat him in a 1v1.
So it's just a
I
conquer
guess
thing, though.
you see Sen on the map though, so you kind of got
Okay.
chill. Yeah, a lot of it
Because
is
in my
kind of
head,
a
I
conquer
should win
thing.
this in the mid game, but I guess it is a conquer thing that I just don't have the power to sustain the fight. So
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty much any
but
champion where you take extended trades against. Yeah, like there
even Renekton, you take
you need to be
conquer.
parrying that. Yeah, Renekton take conquer. You need to be parrying that too. Yeah, a lot of just bad parries. Is why you died here. Like this is definitely reactable.
Yeah.
And especially this Q3 here. And then you kind of panic parry when he doesn't W, which is the brunt of his damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of just parry usage.
Are there any tips for getting better at using parry, or is it just practice?
Honestly, for champs that you struggle with doing it, if you can just have a friend go into practice tool, turn cooldowns like off, and
just keep doing it.
Continuously auto them and like Q around them and just have them use the ability and react with your parry every time. I did that with a friend because I sucked at Urgot E for some reason. I just sucked at reacting to Urgot E. And yeah, I just had them repeatedly use Urgot E at me for like 20 minutes straight until I was parrying it every single time, like every 2 seconds even when they were using it. While continuously kiting around them, right? It's important that you don't just stand next to them and have them use the ability. It should be somewhat realistic, like you're auto attacking them, using your E, queuing around, and then you hit W as soon as you see the ability. So yeah, you can definitely do that with Cassante.
E reactable, or is that not?
Can't say I've ever reacted to it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a prediction ability.
Yeah.
Alright, nice. We get the tower. Yeah, this is like where it really sucks playing Fiora, and why it's so important that you win lane or at least go even. Because if you're playing against a champ like Cassante, you need to be able to kill this guy inside lane. If you're playing Fiora and you can't kill your opponent inside, it feels really miserable to play.
Yeah, I agree. I try to go through man and they just fuck me.
Yeah, do they have vision here? Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that'll get you. Yeah, I don't know. That's just not really worth looking for. If your team is like full HP, then this is good. But when it's just like Elise on nothing, Zed on nothing, Leona running out of base with no ult,
yeah,
it's better to just.
It's a bad roam by me.
Yeah, the best thing you can do here is either like hit recall and run top, because Sivir's dead anyway, so the Drake's gone. Or just walk back to your tower here because they're definitely going to move into bot side after they take this tower.
Okay. Cool.
Either one. In general, though, why? I mean, I guess you go bot here because Zed pushes out top. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. That's fair. Because I was just wondering, like, why your bot lane when Atacon and Dragon are both spawning here. But it's just because Zed pushed out top lane. That makes sense. And we do get the tower, so it's not bad to be here. But yeah, maybe after taking the tower, you just like recall and run out top. Could be a potential move as well, but Cassante would probably just match you, so I don't know.
Yep.
End up dying, running back out top. Which is chill. Push that in, grab mid. Oh, nice one. Yeah, that was good.
I think I should have been top. You got a free tower.
How the fuck did Cassante
Maybe
get
the
a tier
mid was
2?
bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
The wolves was bad, I think. Yeah.
But I mean, here either recall or you could probably just run top.
Yeah, I just forgot. I just forgot he couldn't take that so fast.
Yeah,
I should have been there.
You just gotta run top right here because you also can get this plant on your way.
Yeah.
Get up to like this much health and then just lifesteal off the minions. So yeah, that's tough, but it's chill. Okay, nice Q. I'm trying to think, like, you definitely
Would
can
you
just
auto queue
walk
here
at him
and auto queue?
and auto him
Yeah.
and then Q to the next
I
vital.
don't think I win this without conk anyways, so probably just shouldn't take it.
Yeah, you would have to space really effectively, like really well.
Yep. Oh, I try anyways. I don't know. Oh, yeah, because my Elise is coming.
Oh, nice. Oh, really nice. Yeah, you played this well. He probably just ults Elise and lives anyway, though. Yeah, of course.
But it was a bad play.
Cassante champ, yeah.
Yeah, I called my jungler over, but I forgot all their teammates were responding. Just bad call for me.
Did push his top.
You can just keep skipping forward. I think there's not too much left.
Keep pushing bot. Proxy mid wave. Move over to top. I do like how much you're moving on the map. Oh, nice. Good shutdown. You probably kill this guy too. Oh no. Never mind. W believe. That's good. Helps Zed get this kill. I mean, you played this last like 5 minutes really well. The way you're like moving around the map, catching waves, and then looking for flanks and stuff like that is really good.
Yeah, I used to just play Garen only with phase rush. I just
Yeah,
run around taking towers and
this is what
then
Garen does
just
too. Yeah, it's funny you say that. That makes
yeah,
sense all of a sudden.
that's like all I did for top lane because I'm a jungle main. That's like I just picked up Garen.
Yeah.
So it translates pretty well to Fiora, but the only issue is for me is I think my laning's not as good as Fiora could be. Uh,
Yep, definitely not. Yeah, it's so funny how like just the one mistake not trimming that wave enough and or not deciding to push it so you can play for grubs is what
mhm,
made this game so hard. That one decision
yeah.
and then taking a bad
Mhm,
trade when Casanto is in a stacked wave, right? You queued too
yep.
far and didn't get the vital. That one
Yeah.
decision made this entire game hard.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have been able to get grubs with your release, which makes her game way easier to play. This was good though. This is really well done. But yeah, that was the biggest thing. And that's one thing I guess I can just touch upon in general with Fiora. Like, compared to other champs you'll play, like Garen or Darius or Jax or Renekton, all these champs have one thing in common, and it's that they can kill waves fast and fight in minion waves well. Fiora can't.
Mm,
Fiora
yep.
sucks at fighting in her opponent's minion wave. Because her wave clears are so shit, right?
Yep.
So usually, like, unless I'm against like a Nasus or something, I usually don't freeze that often as Fiora, unless I'm
Okay.
like I have a really good lead against my opponent. If you're against someone like a
Interesting.
Cassante, he's just gonna be too strong in his minion wave to kill.
I see.
So it's better to get an advantage
To
just
just keep
by
pushing.
consistently pushing him in, like getting Tiamat as fast as you can,
Yeah.
right? Like you can go double sword, refill pot, continuously shove the wave, right? Instead of looking and fishing for cues, you can just keep shoving the wave, and when he walks up, you can take cues to vitals, right?
Mhm.
As a general game plan, and then you'll have
Yep.
prio for all grubs and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
It
Wait,
makes
let's
your
say you
lane.
base at like 1100 gold. What do you buy? Are you still buying a refill, or are you buying three long swords,
I
or
would go
what's the
triple
buy?
longsword.
Okay.
Yeah,
So when you can buy a longsword, you wouldn't buy the um.
yeah. For the most part, I usually don't.
Yeah. Do you know what goes on when there's two vitals? Is that like a bug
It's
or
a
what? What?
bug, dude.
What?
It's been a thing for years, right? It's just never fixed it. So
So one of
annoying.
them doesn't work, right? It's only one of them
Yeah,
works.
correct. Yeah, just
Okay.
guess.
Nice.
It's so
That's
stupid.
wonderful.
All right, now see us get Baron off of
So
you.
they chase me bot here, so we get a free Barons. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
But we do die here.
Do you die? Yeah, you do. Well, at least you guys took
The
off
Baron is
from
so
me.
nice.
But yeah, so itemization, like just to touch upon that last point further, and like I said, we're
Yep.
gonna go over a little bit,
That's why.
because I took a little time at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I want to watch the Jax game. I like that matchup a
Yeah. We
lot.
could. Okay.
I'm
We
really
can go to
good at
that.
both sides of that matchup, so I want to watch it. But
Let's go.
yeah, itemization early is really important on Fiora, right? If you're against a
Hmm.
champ like, let's say, a champ where you win with push, but you lose when they're pushing into you, then it's great
Hmm.
to get Tiamat early, right? So like a
Yep.
Cassante. I'm trying to think of who else. I don't know. There's some other champs that are like that. If you're against a champ where you lose if you push into them just because they're so much stronger than you, like Renekton or Set, never build Tiamat in lane
Oh,
because what'll
interesting.
happen is you'll just push the
I can
wave
just freeze on you.
way too often and they'll just freeze, right?
Okay.
So itemization is something you have to think about on Fiora a lot compared to other champs. Just whether you buy
Okay.
Tiamat or don't, right? Like on something like
Mhm.
Gragas, I would probably buy Tiamat, right? Because
Yes.
it would be really hard to kill that guy when he's has a stacked wave in you.
Yeah.
But if
You
you use
can't EU when
Tiamat,
you're. Yep.
exactly, you just stay in your minions, you Q away when he Qs, and you just use your Tiamat advantage to consistently push him under tower and get vitals with your Tiamat, right? And then
Okay.
you'll be the first one to all grubs fights and stuff like that.
Yep.
Against Nasus, no Tiamat because you want to freeze on him and kill him. So that's just something you should think about matchup to matchup.
Yep.
What you should be doing, minimization.
Cool.
Yeah, like this is really bad. We should not be losing to Cassante at this point in the game, especially.
Yeah.
Not
No
the
conquer.
best
All right. I'll
parry.
I'll for sure take conquer ever in this matchup if I ever face him again.
Yeah,
I even
you
hit the
should.
wolf by the way. It just doesn't fucking win. Like, bro.
Yeah.
How many this here? Lost anyways.
I mean, you
Yeah.
definitely can kill him without Conquer here at this point in the game.
Okay.
Like here, okay, use this. You need to make sure you're, like, I would use an auto attack to get that vital. And then again, right, like you can W that.
Yeah.
Because if you W that, you stun him, and this guy has no tenacity, so it'll be the full 2 seconds. You
And
can
I just R and proc off 4.
actually, I guess he has aftershock, but no, he got the aftershock from the Q3. So yeah, you can just R and proc all 4 in like a second, and he'll be down to this much HP.
So it's just mechanics. And
A
stuff.
lot of this that I've seen so far has been your W usage.
Okay.
I think you could react to some of this stuff that you're not reacting to.
Yeah.
And yeah, as for that, like I said, having a good setup, like high refresh rate monitor. I don't know what you play on, but I notice your frames aren't the best. They're like 90. And yeah, most champs it doesn't matter that much, but Fiora you do want to like set up maximize a little bit.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
I just play on laptop, so it's not the best.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could ever upgrade that, that would do you wonders.
Mhm.
The fact that your
Okay.
masters is pretty impressive actually on a laptop.
Wait, no, I mean it's a gaming laptop, but
Yeah. Do you play on a monitor with like an actual keyboard and mouse?
no. I mean it's like 144 hertz on my
Okay.
laptop.
Okay, it's a
Yeah,
decent
it's
laptop
a
then.
Razer. I'm a Razer. It's like
But what
2.5K or
keyboard do you
something.
use? An actual one or laptop keyboard?
External. I'll say external. I
Okay.
cannot be using laptop keyboard.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
just
All right, word. I guess it's not that bad then. The small monitor might make things a little harder, but
yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter for jungle to BH. It's just top lane. Fiora is the first like reaction champ. Like jungle,
Mhm.
I play Master Yi, but I guess there's some reaction, but the Q is way easier than parry because parry I had to think about the direction to put it in. But keep Master Yi, I just Q whenever I see like the C's coming out.
Yeah.
And I also just have way more games on Master Yi, so once I have more games on Fiora, I think I'll get used to it.
Makes sense.
Okay, we just skip through this really fast maybe, and then let's move on to Jack's game.
All right, word. Damn, so you end up winning this?
I just got CC'd for fucking 10 seconds here.
Yeah, you
Like
queued
this
into
guy
the
CC's me, and then
W.
CC's me. I just fucking can't.
You queued into his W, man. That's what's gonna happen. But yeah,
I just
don't
lost
worry
my
about it,
mind.
bro. I hate Cassante so much. It's so annoying to play against this champion.
They kind of threw here. Two people tried to contest the Baron, and they all died and lost Baron.
Oh, nice auto flash. That was really clean. Yeah, I mean, as soon as Sivir like becomes a champion in this game, it's harder for them to play for sure. Huh. Alright, I don't love that QW.
Who would you win in this fight?
I mean, I just
Or who
wanted
would you R to?
QW is bad there, but I would
Okay.
just try to kill the Ashe normally. I don't think you really need the ulter here.
Okay.
And then I would ult the Cassante, probably.
Yeah. You got zero value here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, this was kind of an unfortunate fight. Both your Qs got interrupted. like the Ashe died before you could Q her, then the Cassante died before you Q connected too. So it went on cooldown twice in a row, which sucks.
Yeah.
And there you died with parry, but you would have died anyway. It doesn't really matter. Damn, you guys still don't lose here? Holy
No, I
shit.
saw the game was lost. Like we killed them. We killed two of them, but the Shaco box exploded, and then the CC three of us, and Smolder just queued, and we all fucking died. I was so sad. But I don't know.
Close.
I think the last thing was they got really good at fight mid here, and we barely ended off this. I think.
Nice.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh my god.
Never mind.
Alright,
Got solo
so
kill.
again,
Well, what was my mistake here? Just W again? I
same
didn't WCC.
idea. No, not enough
Okay, I just
patience.
fucking my W.
No, you pop this, and then again, you're so antsy to just get right on him when you don't need to be.
Okay.
Right? Like, you can kind of chill for a second, heal up. Because he has nowhere to go, right? Like, he can't run away from you. So you can just chill and, like, let your cooldowns come out. Like, do a little Q to get that vital. And then even here, right? Like, you just need to do a little Q right here, and then you win this, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Instead, you died to Death Dance, which sucks. But, yeah, I think the biggest thing is just, like, not having patience here, right? Like, you pop this. There's nothing stopping you from just healing up. Like, just chilling in your ult. You'll heal a lot from this.
Yeah.
And just spacing them out, kiting back a little bit.
Okay.
For your
That makes
parry
sense.
and stuff to be up again.
Yeah.
Really important against Cassante.
Mhm.
What the hell?
What was that teleport? Oh, okay.
I just
Yeah.
saw we took a big fight, so I just teleported it, but it
I
didn't actually
guess-
happen. I should.
Yeah, this is
And I didn't. I was scared of Cassante anyway, so I just TP mid to get mid tower here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got. Oh, I finally killed him here. Thank fucking god.
Uh-huh.
How much is sharp six?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So it's just Cassante, Shaco, and we barely ended.
Yeah,
Alright, nice.
too. Cool.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, a lot of it really was just mechanical when it comes to the 1v1s against Cassante. And other than that, it's just the general itemization plan.
Cool.
Against him. Like,
Alright, let's go to the Jax.
yeah, let's do it. But yeah, I would just say definitely just rush Tiamat against champs like Cassante and Gragas.
Mhm.
Makes your lane a lot easier to play.
Yep.
But alright. So against Jax, I like PTA. I don't like that you don't go bone plating.
Did I not? Oh, that's a mistake then.
Yeah.
Should have taken that. Yeah.
Okay, this is all really good though. The only little thing here is right here.
Mhm.
The way you click is just not ideal. Like, as soon as you Q here, you want to be clicking towards this corner, kind of. So
Okay.
that whether it spawns on the top or the right, you get the vital. Because he kind of clicks back, and then you kind of just get stuck here for a sec, not getting the vital. And then you click as he's clicking this
Yeah,
way, and it
that was
builds up
sad.
enough space. For you
Could have got
not to be
flash
able
here
to hit him.
probably.
You're lucky it turns around and autos you more.
Yeah, if he didn't turn around, he would have taken way less damage. But
Yeah.
that was a bad early trade from him.
But
Because
still,
Fiora's supposed to win the level 1, right? Unless he like
Yep.
pushes away with his E, I guess.
and
Gets proud of that
especially if you take bone plating, the way this matchup works is like Jax can get prio if he's right on the wave level 1 hitting it. You basically, as Jax, you suck it up and let Fiora hit you on the front vital. And
Okay.
then you just keep hitting minions, and if she tries to hit you again, you just like hit her back and use your
I
E
see.
after that, right? Because it's hard
Yep.
as Fiora. You don't want to be queuing behind Jax when his E is up for these vitals. So once the front
Yeah,
one is
that-
down, you're kind of free to just hit the wave. But
Okay.
I usually get prio in this lane with Fiora.
Is that QW fine or is that?
Yeah, that was chill. You hit level 2 and you just went for a QW, popped the vital. Yeah, why not? Like I said, it's the same as like using your parry here against Cassante when you were 3 and he was 2. Like if you have the push on the wave already, it doesn't matter. You're
Yep.
under no threat from this guy. He's so chunked that it's chill.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, this is good. I don't love that like after it you kept threatening kind of with no Q or anything. There's just no point. It's better to just click back here and get the CS. But
Would you just harp? Would you just crash through here? Oh, I saw my Zinjao was invading, so I just crashed 3 waves here and like stretching a dive.
yeah, no, that's good. I'm just saying like
Yeah.
you don't need to try to zone him so hard.
Yeah, that makes
um,
sense.
Over getting CS. But yeah, no, you crashed 3, and then I'm guessing you guys died. Okay, or you forced
He was
him
actually
away.
very smart. I'm surprised he ran away. Most people just sit on a tower and die.
Oh my lord, I forget sometimes that there's no more plates. Or there's no more, like,
Yeah,
fortification.
that's the
What
reason
the
I love
hell?
Demolish so much. Because
Okay,
it used to be
yeah, I
like I
might...
crash away in 5 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and I just don't get plays. But now I guarantee a play if they like
Dude, I might have to
leave.
start going Demolish, actually. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I forgot they put that change in. I've been on spring break for, like, the past 2 weeks or so.
I see.
Yeah, so he come back, and he crashes wave. Take a bad W there, but it's what it is. At least, like, if he's gonna W like this... Oh, how do you use your Q? Or how did you lose? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, I just fucking suck.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of sucks to take this damage, but it's pretty minimal. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know how often you use your abilities to get CS. But, like, you can auto E this melee minion here. And then use that
I
E
thought the
auto
damage was
to
enough,
get
but
this
yeah, I
next
should
one.
have.
And then here again is, like, what I call, like, forcing it, right? Like, why? You know?
Yeah.
This is just like a Q that's not good.
Okay.
It's better to just hold your Q and keep hitting these minions. Like, his wave is so big that I would just farm up these minions and wait until your lane gets in a state where it's bouncing back into him.
Yeah. Okay. I do feel like I'm impatient a lot. I just go in why.
Yep.
Just is not
I
good
call
to-
it Fiora syndrome, or if you want to call it like Irelia syndrome or whatever, right? When people play high APM champions, high skill champs, they get impatient and they just want to like fight and take every fight. When a lot of the times you can just reframe it and think about it like, what if I just use Fiora's really good kit to get perfect CS and XP every lane? Like how much better of a player I would be.
Yeah.
Instead of forcing trades that I don't need to take, if I just traded on good timers and used her kit in order to get perfect CS, I would have a much more consistent playstyle, right?
Yep.
And I probably wouldn't average 7.7 deaths a game. And I would have higher CS a minute, right? Like, you want to, on a champ like Fiora, you want to try to get in
shit, you have really good.
8 to 9 range, right? And you'll see, like, you average a lot more kills than I do, but also a lot more deaths than I do. Which, I don't know, like, who knows which way is actually better. I'm sure there's some Fioras out there that, like, are really high elo that die a lot, but I like to play in a style that's really consistent. Like, I like to just
That makes sense.
play good wave states. Is really important on Fiora. And I think it's something a lot of people miss, is, like, they get too focused on trading as opposed to just bouncing waves back and forth. Because Fiora, yes, she has a strong laning phase and she can get solo kills, but she's best after Ravenous Hydra, right? So if you just
the game was different before and after the item. It's still like kind of crazy.
Yeah. So if you just focus on like having a really consistent laning phase and not doing stupid Qs and shit like that, it'll help you out a lot.
That's fair. Yeah, I feel like if I get to the mid game stage where I can like use my knowledge of like split pushing from Garen and just like do that, I think I can be a lot more consistent for sure. I'll try that.
100%. Yeah. That was a good freeze. Freezing against Jax is really strong. Champ sucks at breaking freezes. It's like my least favorite part about playing him. But yeah, this is all really good. And this is like more of that patient playstyle, right? Like you're queuing him when you can, but for the most part, you're just looking to get all the minions and bounce waves back and forth. And like that doesn't mean don't be aggressive when you should be. It just means like cut out all the bullshit aggressiveness that you might have sometimes.
Okay.
And just really hone in on like your wave fundamentals, like trading when you're pushing into them, not trading when they're pushing into you. It's like so basic, but it's so important. This is good. Q to the vital. Yep, and run away. You should be fine here. If he Qs on you, you just Q away. Yeah,
that's why I love Demolish. I have 2 plays already. I think I have like way less if I.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, T-Mat is good against Jax. In regards to using it to pop vitals while he's in Counter-Strike. I think it's bad here though because I think you're so much stronger than this guy. Like if we look at this, right? We're recalling and he starts fast pushing this wave, right? So why
You
not
want to
buy
freeze this?
long swords instead and freeze because we're gonna be full health, full mana, about to hit level 6. So why not buy long swords and freeze on him here?
I just saw I had like 850 gold. I was like, I have to
Yeah,
buy it here.
I mean that's
But
fair.
that does
Yeah,
make sense.
but Jax
Yeah.
sucks at breaking a freeze, right? So if you just have all
Mhm.
long swords here, and you freeze
Yep.
this, and you get level 6, this guy's game is like over. It's really hard for him to
Okay.
play.
That makes sense. Yes.
Especially, I mean, this is really looking into it. I probably wouldn't even look into it that much, but like you see Zin is bot, which means their juggler is probably on grubs. So you don't really want to be pushing the wave here.
Yep.
It's better if you can just keep it in this area.
That makes a lot of sense.
But yeah, Jax is one of them matchups where I don't think you need Tiamat. For 2 reasons. One, if you're like behind, then it really sucks. Because Jax is actually kind of a hard matchup once he gets Sheen. He kind of just out damages you. It's
Interesting.
pretty hard. You really have to.
Oh, that was fucking horrible.
Yeah, that was like worst case scenario. You really have to punish him in the first few levels because if you don't, it gets kind of hard to play versus Jax once he has his Sheen.
What do you pick when they pick Jax?
Into
Garen
him?
or?
Yeah,
like-
Garen's my favorite. I like this matchup
Yeah.
a lot though. I think it's really fun. So I do
I
pick
agree.
this sometimes, even if it's not the best.
Do you take phase rush or conk on Garen against Jax?
Always conquer.
Always conquer.
'Cause
You
you
just fight
can't-
them, I guess.
You can't really proc your phase rush if you ease your auto attack.
Yeah.
So I just go conquer. All right, yeah, like that's a good proxy angle. That was a good one.
Yep.
Much better than like if Jax was under the tower and you tried walking past it, I'd be pissed at you for going
Yeah.
for that. But
I mean, I'm just used to proxy on Garen, so like, I think I take too many angles because Garen can proxy like way easier.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, this was bad actually. I didn't realize that all were coming. So it turns out it was pretty bad to proxy here.
Do you die? Yeah, you're definitely dead.
Yeah.
Tough.
Maybe I flashed earlier. I could have got. That's rough. Akshan
Yeah,
was.
I guess
Akshan
they all
fast.
rotated for grubs. Yeah, I mean, I guess in hindsight,
I think going one way was fine. That's good. I should just
Yeah.
back off. I
Going
didn't
for
look at their ball
two.
land where they were.
when grubs are
this is
still up,
greedy.
is crazy.
Yeah, this is way too greedy.
Yeah, that's all right though. It happens, and especially against Action mid, like I probably wouldn't proxy that much in general. But yeah, that's just a bad death, and now that's 2 deaths you've had in these 2 games from proxying, right? When
Yep.
frankly,
Okay.
it's not really that necessary to do.
I was
you
trying to
can-
get solo killed soon or something. I'll see. Somewhere around.
Yeah, you're doing great on these plates though. Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe I should take Demolish.
Maybe you should take Demolish.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay,
Oh.
that was
this
an
is
ambitious
rough.
cue for me. Kind of rough for me.
He hasn't used his E yet. You're actually lucky. Yeah, see, like, this is when it becomes hard for Fiora. Yeah, he just kills you. Oh, what the fuck?
That was kind of disgusting by him actually.
So, this is just pretty hard to watch
Oh.
mechanically all over.
Both sides, because you play both champions.
Yeah, I mean,
Funny.
I don't know. That first Q was bad. So, against Jax, I almost never, like, again, this is just a bad Q forward from you, right?
Okay.
Like, you're lower than him. You don't have your ult up. Why are you ever queuing like this? Right?
Fiora syndrome.
Like, imagine if he just hits E reactively and you don't get the vital. And then, like, you mess up your parry or something, you
Does
just
it
die.
proc if he E's? Does the vital still goes through, right?
No.
No? Oh shit,
No,
okay.
he dodges it.
Never mind then.
And, like,
Fucking
he's full
broken.
HP, you're chunked, and you have no ult. You should never be queuing in here. It's crazy. Then you pop the vital.
I mean, he just never E'd.
Like, I don't know
I
why
guess
he
he's
doesn't
terrible at
E
that.
here. When you're behind him like this with no Q, like, why the fuck is this guy not popping E? I'm
Wait,
pretty
if you
sure.
do Fiora W perfectly, can you like parry it perfectly? Where is it Jack's favorite? It's Jack's favorite, right? For the W to E matchup.
It's always
Like,
Jack's
your parry
favorite,
too
yeah.
is- so
For
is
2
Jack's favorite, yeah.
reasons. One, like, since Jax can move while he's doing it, even if you parry it
Yeah,
at the
he
right
can dodge
time,
it.
you often can, like, move out of it as Jax or dodge it. And 2, you can vary when you pop your E, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to time as Fiora.
Yep.
I usually, like, don't even try to parry E's for the most part when I'm playing against
Okay.
Jax. I
Oh,
just
interesting.
like
So you just parry him after the E, or
I
when you're
almost
like when he's autoing?
always against jacks. I wait for them to queue on me first. I never queue in the jacks first.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I just let him queue on me, and then as soon as I queue, like see the queue animation going, I would queue to the left to hit the vital and get
Mm,
out in the process. Is how
I
I
see.
like to play
That's smart.
against him.
Okay.
But yeah, like queuing in like this is so bad. When you queue
Yeah.
first, then that means Jax can just queue on you and pop his E, right? And then you have to parry it.
Yeah.
And that's not a good burger flip you want to be taking, especially when you don't have your ult up. Because A, even if you hit the parry, it's probably going to end up being an even trade because you're queuing into a full minion wave. B,
Yeah.
if you miss the parry, you're just dead. So, like, this is just a really bad queue. I'm so surprised that he doesn't pop E here and just kill you. I don't know what this guy's so afraid of. Even here, though, it ends up okay. So, again, you just need to, like, walk away here. And if he queues on you, parry the queue here. Right? And then you can, like again, you force that queue. Right? I think that's the biggest thing mechanically you could work on. Is not forcing these trades so much. Just taking a
Okay.
step back, thinking about like long term. I just want to get to my Ravenous Hydra, and I want to trade when I'm in a good position to trade. When you have no ult and you're lower HP, this is not a good position to trade. You want to be
Yeah.
letting him push into you here. All right.
Yeah.
And other than that, just maybe don't proxy as much because it seems like you die
Yeah.
proxying a decent bit. But all right, we don't die at least. That's good. Come back.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what happened here. I think I
Oh,
W'd it.
nice.
And then do I just insta ult there, or what's
Yeah,
the play? I try to hit this
you need
vital
the ult
so
here.
much.
You need
You
the ult
insta
here.
ulti.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I understand.
Because I want to hit
what
the
you're going
vital
for.
and the
Yeah.
ult, and I just couldn't fucking get the wall.
Yeah, that
So
makes
fucking
sense.
annoying. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you just want to install there. How does this even go? Okay, yeah, not bad. Really good pair.
So you actually didn't dodge it, but yeah, better Jax player definitely dodges that.
Jesus. Yeah, so definitely just insta ult here. And if you don't insta ult, you have to make sure that you hit this Q. Like, how do you even Q here? I swear to God, I'm like not even seeing this. Is it right here? Oh, you just like Q in place. Oh, that's so
Wait,
bad.
what?
Yeah.
No, my mouse cursor is on the right though, so I think it.
Dude, we're gonna have to put this in slow mo, man. I gotta watch it. Oh, shit,
I'm pretty sure my mouse cursor is still there.
Dude, no way YouTube added a sleep timer for people that fall asleep. That's so funny. Nah,
Oh,
dude,
what?
you right
Ah,
click
this
here.
guy's
And
cancer.
yeah.
I just have cancer.
Oh, that's tough. But yeah. Alright, that's definitely your biggest Fiora mechanic that you could work on is like your Qs to vitals on the far side. You pretty much
Okay.
need to be in auto attack range in order to do it, right? Like if you can
Yeah.
auto him on this side, then you can Q to this. If you can't auto him and you're like here, you can't really Q to this.
Yep.
It's like the best way to think about it.
Okay, so that was bad. Now I just get dove. I parried it, but I think it's too late.
This is a really greedy stay here. Yeah. Even here though, you should be able to Q to this. Yeah. You just
Rough out
misplayed
metal.
a little bit.
I think it's just the earlier R. If I R earlier in the
Yeah, exactly.
like I
As
was just
soon-
thinking after. If I R in the first parry stun, I just fuck him and he never gets like to
Yep.
dive here.
For sure. Yeah, definitely you should have ulted immediately when you stunned him. But even here, like when his E is down, as soon as this guy walks back at you here, A, you could probably Q to this, I think. Like this is a valid Q. You would definitely reach it. I guess that is what you go for. He just has good movement. That sucks. That's tough. You kind of just got outplayed, to be honest. I guess something you could do is just like pop ult immediately here.
Yeah, and then Tiamat first. If I Tiamat first in a Q, I might have lived it, but
Yeah, I don't know why this Jax waits so long, to be honest. This guy's like kind of an idiot. Like as soon as
yeah, I mean, if you look at any Jax or any Fiora, I
As soon
think
as
you're
he
gonna
does
think
this.
they're an idiot.
Bro, he can literally just WQ auto and you're dead. I think he has Sheen at this point. So like or like Q auto W and you're dead. It would go through your Q. It's like I don't know, this Jax is funky, bro. If you have no W up like this. But
Who's
yeah,
the
tough
best
lane.
Fiora NA? Is it you or Tony Top or what do you think?
I don't know. There's a lot of. There's not a lot. It's like me, this guy named Cold Above Bio,
Uh-huh.
and uh, I think Tony Top's wash.
Okay. Then.
I don't know.
Who's the
Let's
best
see.
Jax? Is just TF Blade?
Let's see
Is
who's
TF
ranked
Blade
as the
still the best?
best NA. Well, apparently I'm number 2 world.
Mm.
I think that's so
Holy
funny.
fuck!
I
All right,
think this
man.
is bullshit. Me being number 2 in the world, but yeah, I
No,
don't
I
know.
mean, yeah, the ranking system is kind of.
Like, dude, this guy is so much better than me. Probably every single Korean person here is better than me. But yeah, on NA, I guess I am the highest ranked Fiora player on NA.
Mm.
So come back. We get rummed on my pant. Oh wait, he's their jungler. Yeah, that's tough. I mean that's kind of similar to when you die to the Shaco, right? Like you seem
I
to
just
have a
didn't look
bad
at jungle
habit of
position.
not placing wards.
Okay.
But we died.
Yeah. Sure.
I forget. Did Jax die here? No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
I felt like I played really well early. Like I got 2 plates. He was on off a whole huge ass wave, and then now I'm 0-3.
Uh huh.
This was sad.
Well, the
But
biggest
that's
thing
the
that
end of
threw
like
your
the,
lane was just the proxy, right?
the proxy. Yeah. Okay.
Like if I had to
That's
give
just my
you like 2 biggest tips to work on, the first one is
fault.
like just play for a more consistent laning phase, right?
Yeah.
Like I was talking about, don't force Qs to back vitals and shit like that. Don't force trades all the time. Just play around the minions, and if they go up for minions, then you can look to Q, right? And the second thing is die less in your games. You're just dying too much,
Okay. That's fair. All right.
right?
That's about it. And one last thing. Look to the first kill I had in bot lane. I was 1-1 action. I really like that. Just you can skip forward. Got tower here. I got Hydra. I'm actually probably not that much behind in gold because. Yeah. Wait. Go back. Okay. I just don't know, like, what would you
Nice.
do differently here?
No, you actually played this really well. Nice one.
That was just close as
Yeah.
fuck. I was pretty happy though.
No, that was good. I like that. I'm happy that you just auto him here. I don't like
Yeah.
that you click away like this. It's kind of troll.
Okay.
Like
I
you
see.
kind of have
I
to.
thought I could just run out, but I guess I have to commit because he has R, so I can't really run away.
Yeah, but no, the Ravenous and the E Flash, this is all really good. I don't even know if I would have played it that well, to be honest. That's one thing. Like, I still have stuff that I'm constantly working on with my Fiora game every
Mhm.
day. I'm more of
Yeah.
like, I'm not like the best Fiora ever. I'm just pretty good at the game in general with whatever champ I play. I just really like Fiora. But, like, dude, my E Flashes suck compared to people like
Hmm.
Poet or JJ King or these better
Yeah.
Fiora players.
Who do you think is better? Is Potent better or is the Chinese one's
I
better?
think Poet's
Like
the best
14
Fiora in
and...
the world,
Oh,
for sure.
really?
Yeah.
Better than JJK and 14?
Yes. I think Potent is so fucking good, dude. When I watch his
Yeah.
VODs, I'm always so impressed.
Yeah.
That guy, like, takes Fiora's kit to a whole nother level, in my opinion. With, like, the way he
Yeah.
zones level 1 in so many matchups and how aggressive he plays.
Yeah.
I think he's really impressive, dude. That's a
Okay.
playstyle. Potent's playstyle is one that, like, you kind of have to one-trick the champ to do. Like, you can play Fiora like other champs, really just consistent laning phase. But Potent plays her in a way where, like, you have to have insane matchup knowledge against some of these
Mhm.
champs. But alright, yeah, I mean, this was mostly focused on just laning phase. I think these things I told you to work on, though, if you can drill them down, you will get a lot better. Like, seriously. Like, the biggest mistake you make in laning phase mechanically is you just queue into them at times where you shouldn't. It's that simple.
Yep.
You're
Okay, cool.
queuing in at bad
Alright.
timers when they're pushing into you, and it's just not good. Leads to bad trades. That's if you could just take that out of your game, you will win so many more lanes. If you
Mhm.
just only queue for back vitals when you're like pushing into them. Obviously, there's gonna be some times where it's okay to do if you like have a really big advantage. But yeah, that thinking about your first item in lane, like whether to go for long swords versus Tiamat, and then finally just dying less, like maybe go for proxies less often unless you totally know it's good to do.
Yep.
Right? Because you're a Masters
Alright, cool.
player.
Thank
You do know the correct play for the most part.
Yeah.
It's about like actually thinking about it and doing it. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right. Thank you so much. This is really helpful, especially all the advice you gave. I'll work on it and then
Yep.
report back, I guess.
All right, great. Yeah, I hope you
All right.
learned something. This was the highest elo
Yeah,
coaching
so-
I've ever done, so I hope it was valuable.
Hmm.
It's kind of cool not to focus on like make sure you flash here and like auto cue it. Like I got to go a little more in depth.
All right. I gotta go join.
Yeah, good luck
Call
in your scrim,
for
man.
scrim.
Sorry if I
Yep,
went a little
thanks so much.
over time.
Yeah.
But-
No, you're good. Thank you so much.
Yep. See you, man.